Ready to...
Hey Siri, text Ty,
What do you want to say?
stream up again.
Your message to Ty says stream up again. Ready to send it?
Yeah.
Okay, it's sent.
Say, Rollo, how you on them beans?
It's a site that has seen more than its fair share of great playoff memories the last few decades, and more could be in store as we've got playoff football again at sold-out Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Los Angeles Chargers and the New England Patriots. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, and you think about the man in charge, their head coach, this marking his first ever playoff game as the head coach, and you wonder what's going through his mind right about now.
Brandon, I think we both agree that he's had a great season, and we wouldn't be surprised at all to see him get plenty of Coach of the Year votes. I thought he took the right tone in his weekly press conference, though. Played it cool, took the reserved angle, and when you don't have the track record, I think that's the exact right way to do it.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. That's swung out wide to Harris. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different long night.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Lance now to throw. A complete to the former Charger, Hunter Henry. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They go backwards there 2 yards, and second and 1 is now 3rd and 3. They hand this off to Harris. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold him to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Lance now on first down. He's got Slayton on the slant. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed.
Well, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits. Not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And some room to work. There he goes, left side. The 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, 96 yards. And the Chargers will strike first here in this wild card matchup. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. No run back here for Hall, and this will come out to the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Throwing now is Lance. And that will be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That's pulled in at the 32 and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Still 9 remaining on second down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A big play there for L.A. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Eckler again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler with his second touchdown here in this first half. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And some room to maneuver. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 51 yards rushing for him in this first half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. Throwing on first down is Lance. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Lance. He gets it complete to Harris. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
New England on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Shotgun now for Lance. And throw
Oh,
there
shit.
going to be
Good job.
incomplete.
Well, Ray, seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
And Rosas pulled him. It's no good. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
The Charger drive about to get going. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Going deep here for Allen. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
On first down, Lance. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Lance. Throw left side going to be taken in by Harris. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. New England on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Lance. And he'll find Hall. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. They're going for it. This is Harris. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Check 26, check 26.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Herbert. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking deep here for Ebron. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Two things you can do in that situation. Run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded at the 20. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Steps away to his left. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Now Lance going to throw. It's brought in by Harris. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Telling you, niggas really chose.
And with the snow here, maybe asking too much of the kicker to try a field goal. So instead, offense on the field, they'll go for it on 4th down. And they'll go for it. Lance got a man, Slayton. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally, and you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return, here's Hall. not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. Throwing after the interception. Lance. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
To throw again on second down. Lance. Pass to Henry is intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Gonna be another cold case.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Takes it at the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Going on the ground with Eckler, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From just shy of midfield, Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. Touchdown, Chargers. Mike Williams, 52 yards. And the Chargers continue to pull the play.